And so, shalom, 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 everybody. I hope everyone is well. What have we got here? Shaloms. We have a new sister today logging in. Shalom, sis. I hope all is well.
Shalom, yes, all is good.
Shalom. Nice to meet you. My name is Pastor Pete, aka Samurai J. We are HOI UK. And yeah, man. So today, our lesson is how to deal with family and friends who reject the truth. That's today's lesson. Okay. All right. So yeah, man. I hope everyone's all right, and I hope everyone's week has been well. And okay, let's start. All right. And so first scripture we're gonna go to is Jeremiah 3:14. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14. So we're in a period now where it's we call it Christmas, this wicked pagan festival that they do. And we have an issue coming up because a lot of people have loved ones, people they care about, mothers, daughters, aunties, and they're all linking up for Christmas. And you're faced with an issue where are you gonna go to Christmas dinner or not? Do you know what I mean? Are you gonna go? So that's why we thought of this lesson to do this weekend, is because of what's coming up in the next couple of days. So if you could read that for me, please, Brother Shax.
Jeremiah 3, verse 14.
Go on.
Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you.
So so stop there. The Most High is married unto us. Yeah, keep reading.
And I will take you one of a city.
Now stop there. So he's going to take one of a city. Think how big a city is. And he's just going to take one. Right? Keep going.
And two of a family.
Yeah.
And I will bring you to Zion.
So he's going to take one of a city and two of a family. What he's basically saying is like, say you got your family and you got your loved ones, your brother that you grew up with, your mom, all this, and your dad. Is a strong possibility the Most High just chose you. I mean, the amount of people I know that have managed to bring in their mom into the truth or their brother into the truth, I can count on like nearly one hand or two hands. It's very rare you can get a brother into the truth. Very rare. Very rare you can get your mom or somebody into the truth. It's very rare. So it's looking here, it's saying, I've selected one of a city. City is massive. That's 1 million people. Just one. And I have a family, just two. That means it's going to be a rare amount of people. All right. Now, if you can get me Matthew 10 and 34, please. Because this time, for people who may be new in the truth, some people have had the question asked so many times, your family and friends just understand that you're serious about the truth now. For people who are like new, it's first couple of years in the truth, whatever, you're all gonna have testimonies where your mom or whoever goes, oh, just come, it's just food. It's just food, don't worry, just just come and eat. And you're like, no, I'm not going. And then I have to feel offended or whatever, right? You could read that for me, please, Brother Shax.
Yeah, this is Matthew 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
So think not that I've come to send peace on earth. When you pick up Christ, when you pick up these laws, statutes, commandments, it's not necessarily going to be a peaceful journey. There has to be a separation. You want to become holy. Holy means what? What does holy mean? Exactly. It means separate. So if holy means separate, and you're coming to the truth, you're going to have to separate to some degree, and that's not necessarily going to be a peaceful time. Okay, keep reading, please.
I come not to send peace, but a sword.
So he's come not to send peace, but a sword. So when you're picking up Christ, that's what it's going to feel like. There's going to be severing of connections between you and your family because you used to be at the feast, at the Christmas dinners. You used to be there every year, popping crackers and blowing on and eating Christmas pudding. But you're not there no more. You used to be. I don't know if anyone does this, but eating pigs in blankets. What's it called? Pigs in blankets. You used to be eating pigs in blankets, but not no more. Do you understand? What's changed? All right, keep reading.
35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
So variance, argument, problem, strife with his father. So when you pick up the truth, there's gonna be a problem with your pops. Keep reading.
And the daughter against her mother.
Your mom's gonna be like, "How can you come on Christmas dinner? You always come Christmas dinner. You always come New Year's dinner. Always. You're the one who cuts the turkey. It was your job to cut the turkey. It was your job to cut the turkey, and now you're not here no more to if you cut turkey. What's going on? All right, keep going.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
The daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. That's showing you that there's going to be problems. So when you're bringing truth to your family members, they ain't gonna be hearing any of it, and they most certainly ain't gonna be hearing any of it during this time. They're gonna be watching what your actions, because you can talk this talk all you want about truth, this truth, that truth, this truth, that. Well, if they see you still come to Christmas dinner, they ain't gonna hear you as much. But the minute you stop going Christmas dinner, stop going to these, whoa, how can you not hear? Well, Nan wants you in. Nan's gonna be just food, just food. I get offers all the time. Come to the birthday party. Just having a little meal. We're just sitting down eating food, nothing. Yeah, it's all right. No, I'm not doing it. I know he's trying to sneak it up on me. He's trying to trick me into doing birthdays. No, I'm not doing it. Pick a next day. Pick a next day. I'll come. You understand? So it's a constant thing. Yeah, you're not going to be what's the word? Your actions are going to speak louder in these situations. Go in there while they're stuffing their face on turkey and trying to tell them about Kwame Ashala. It's just not going to work. And these are the things that's going to cause variance. You're bringing the truth to family members. You're bringing the truth to them. They're still going to do what they're doing. You're going to have to accept to some degree it might not be chosen. Okay. Keep reading.
Hold on.
Next verse.
35.
Yep.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his. No. It's 37, isn't it?
36.
36, yes, sir. Silak. And the man's foe shall be they of his own household.
A man's enemies shall be they of his own household. That's what's going to happen. Your enemies are going to be of your own yard, your own household, aka your family members. That's always how it's always been. But we have to obviously don't cause no issues, but we gotta make a stand. And you come and the stand's coming up soon for some people. Obviously, I'm long in the tooth. My family don't even call me no more. No, don't call me. But at the same time, for anyone who's new, you know, Christmas dinner is not the one, and they're going to do Christmas dinner, and you're going to be involved if you're there. Don't think, oh, yeah, I'm there, but they're not doing this. No, they're doing it, and you're taking part.
Can't.
You have to make a stand. Okay, you have to make a stand. All right. Keep going. And there's a reason why these things happening. Okay. Keep reading.
37. He that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
So the Most High saying to you, put down these pagan days, follow my ways. Don't follow the ways of the heathen. We know that this Christmas is pagan. It's one of the most highest pagan festivals going. The Christmas spirit's one of the strongest spirits, stronger than a lot of other spirits. It's one of the strongest. And you know your mom and dad are doing these things, or your family members, or whoever's doing these things. And what the Most High and also in Christ is clearly saying here, look, boom. He who loved mother and father more than me is not worthy of me. Because you have to be prepared to lose them. You have to be prepared to lose them. And it's a test. A test. A few people fail. Because we talk about respect of persons and things like that. But the same thing can happen with your mom. Are you prepared to lose your mom, lose your dad? Just for offenses? These things we have to think about. This truth don't work. It's not many roads in this truth. It's one road. And you have to, at some point, have to take that responsibility and go, you know something? I'm not coming. Nan, I love you, but I'm not coming. Like, let me know when it's like christening or anniversary or wedding or something. I'll come through. Or maybe just having a meal, just having a barbecue in a garden. Then I'll come. Because summertime, you know what I mean, dinner, garden party or something, I'll come. I'm not coming to no Christmas. You go there, you're like, oh, I won't eat the turkey. That just can't work, man. That just can't work. All right. Let's get now. Keep reading it. Keep reading.
And he that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
You can't back then. You can't be in this true go, you know, so I'm still gonna buy my son a birthday present, you know. He's turned 17 or he's turned 18 or he's turned 21. When does he ever turn 21? And when's he gonna turn 21 ever again? But the Most High clearly saying, he who love mother or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So it's a test. He's going to sever you from these things. He's going to test you with these things. And if you backbend and start yamming turkey and start doing what they're doing, oh no, it's okay, it's just a meal. You know what I used to do, even back then, on Christmas Day, didn't even eat. My purpose was hold a fast. In rebellion, I know everyone's just gorging on food, filling up their belly. Our purposes wouldn't eat on Christmas Day. Yeah, rebellion for the wicked pagan day. All right, so that's what Christ is telling you here. If you pick mother or father more than me, you're not worthy of me. So when we're bringing the truth to our family members, when we're bringing this gospel to our family members, you have to accept that there's a chance that they won't hear it.
Mm.
And then more times 10 this period of time now. I mean, I only figured out Christmas Day is coming not long ago because I just don't pay attention. I just didn't pay attention. Just roll on with my Hebrew calendar. And I think, whoa, it's Christmas Day then. You know what I mean? So, all right, and
what about 38? Because 38, the cross is a burden, isn't it? So if you don't pay the burden or the cross is with it, you see that word of him.
Yeah, read verse 38.
And he that taketh not the cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
So anyone who doesn't follow and take up their cross is not worthy of the Most High. You ain't worthy. You're gonna backbend and go, oh, don't worry, it's just a turkey. Who can eat turkey? Turkey's clean. Yeah, well, you know why they're eating it. You know why they're eating it. I ain't gonna eat on that day, but when they've left it the day after, it tastes better the day after. You know why the turkey's there, man. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, can't.
You can't take part in these things, and you can't try bringing the truth to them during this time. Okay.
Can't.
Get Mark 12 and 30, please. Baba Kusha. Mark chapter 12 and verse 30.
Yeah, Mark 12, verse 30.
Ah.
Yeah, I want to read.
You can't read.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
So, we have to love the Most High. We have to follow him with all thy heart and all thy soul. It also says here, right, that this is the first commandment. Do you understand? So, how is the Most High going to know that you love him if you're backbending or your friends and your family? He's just not going to know. Not going to know. So he has to test you.
Yeah.
Can't just give you the thing. Go, here you go, here's the kingdom, here you go, here's the keys. He has to test you. You know, it's like having a driver's license or driving a car. You have to test, you have to go for a driving test first. You have to get tests, then you can drive. It don't work the other way around, just get the car, just jump in and you're good to go. You're a madman. It ain't gonna work like that. So he's testing you first, because he who loved father more than me is not worthy. So these are the dynamics we have to learn that we're operating with. So when we're bringing the truth to people, just be prepared that they're not going to accept it, because he's done what? One of a city, two of a family. Or your job is just to plant the seed. It grows, it grows. It don't, it don't. Okay. Right. Let's get 2 Timothy's 3 and 12, please. Because people, when we get into this truth, it's all nice once the truth is early and new. But at some point, this truth can become a bit bitter. Your walk, I mean, that's what I mean. The walk can be a bit bitter, a bit hard. Because the truth is, you have to go through something. You're not just going to be given the keys. You've got to go through something. And I've noticed you'll experience people that come in full of precepts, full of this, full of that. They go through a little strife, they're gone. But that's not how this truth works. It doesn't work that way. But if you could read that for me, please. 1 Timothy 3 and 12.
1 Timothy or 2nd?
Second, don't listen to me. Don't listen to a word I say. Don't listen to a word I say. So second Timothy 3 and 12, please.
See, you nearly confused me too.
Trust me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, our praise. We are live.
Yeah, man, go on.
2 Timothy 3 and 12.
Yeah.
Ye and all that will live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution.
So anyone who tries to follow the Most High, wants to pick up their cross, wants to do this work, wants to enter this truth, wants to earn their place in the kingdom, has to suffer persecution. It has to come. You just got to recognize it. You can't tell them, oh, I got sacked for no reason. Oh, that guy started hating on me. that. I mean, that girl told all my secrets, or that sister told that brother told all my secrets. All these things must come to see how you're going to respond. Because if you don't take up your cross in that situation and apply the scriptures and do what you're supposed to do, you weren't worthy. One little bump in the road, and all of a sudden your car breaks down, you weren't worthy. You have to, one bump in the road, it's what it is, isn't it? Just dust yourself off and keep going. Look at these law, statutes, and commandments. Look at how Christ responded to certain situations, how the Most High tells you to respond to certain situations, and apply those and keep going. You bring the truth to your family and friends. They lock you off and go, "Oh, you're going mad. You're going crazy. He's gone crazy. He's gone mad. All right, I'll be a madman for Christ." And just keep going. Don't get frustrated that your loved ones don't see it. Don't get frustrated. They grew up with you. You got the same mindset. You had the same upbringing. You can read each other's finish each other's sentences, but on this truth, you just don't see the same thing.
God.
That can happen. You just have to be, but just understand that what the Israel seeketh a sign. That means that they don't care what you say. They want to see what you do. They want to see what you do. I was telling my mum about the truth till I'm blue in the face. It's only until I started doing the right thing, she started seeing I'm serious about what I'm doing.
Actions speak louder than words, isn't it?
That's what it is. Especially to Israel.
Yeah, can't.
Especially with Israel. It ain't supposed to be that way, but that's the customers that we have. And they're stubborn as hell. They're stiff-necked. But we have to learn how to operate with those people. Okay? And the one thing they watch is your
Actions.
Actions, can't with your actions. Right? If we get Romans 8 and 17, please. Romans chapter 8, verse 17.
Romans 8, verse 17. Everybody there?
Yeah, read that.
Yeah. And if children, then heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him.
1 second.
That,
read that again.
and if children, then heirs, heirs of God.
So you're heir to the throne or heir to the kingdom. Okay, you have a inheritance. One.
And join their heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him.
So we have to suffer with him. Now you have to think now. The Most High sacrificed his only son. Imagine you have one child, and the Most High sacrificed his only son. And all you're going to do is have a little argument with your mom and your dad. A little separation with family members. He's saying you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to go through these things. You don't see that family member as much because you only used to see him at Christmas Day anyway. So if you don't see him Christmas Day and birthdays, then you're never really going to see him. You have to pick another day. But we have to suffer with Christ. Suffer. Okay? Keep going.
That we may be also glorified together.
So that is the point. That we suffer, that we be glorified together. You have to go through something. You have to go through something. There's going to be there's going to be consequences both ways if you don't and if you do. Yes, we see other people not doing it, doing what they want to do. It seems like they're going to do all right for now. They're going to catch their comeuppance. It's going to come. And it will come. All right? Now let's get Matthew 19 and 27 Babakasha. Anybody has any questions, any comments, just feel free.
Yeah, Matthew 19, verse 27.
Oh.
Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and follow thee.
So Peter's saying, look, man, we'll give up enough to follow you. We'll give it all up. Yeah? Go on.
And follow thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yeah, so what reward are we gonna have? This is Peter asking Christ, what reward are we gonna have? All right. Read the next verse, please.
28. And Christ said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So you're going to sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. That's going to be the reward that Peter's asking about. All right? Now keep reading.
29. For everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or fathers, or mother, or wife, or children of lands, and of my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and
right,
shall inherit everlasting life.
All right, let's read that again.
29. And everyone that hath forsaken houses.
So if you've forsaken houses, you have to give up your house for his truth. Someone's what's the word? Scammed you out of inheritance. Yeah? Keep reading.
Or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother.
So the situation, you come into this truth, you've not seen your mother or your father on Christmas Day. You've seen them throughout the week, throughout the normal yearly days. But you know what people are like with this Christmas spirit? If you don't see them on Christmas Day, you ain't seen them. And now they got a problem with you. Now also there's an issue. They're putting pressure on you. They're saying to your children, you just come then. Well, we'll come and pick up your son or your child. No, my children ain't doing it either. Oh, but Mama want to do Christmas. No, you're not doing it. You have to forsake these situations. You have to forsake mother. Be prepared to forsake these things. Keep reading.
Or wife, or children.
So there we go
land.
again. You come into this truth. Your wife ain't hearing it. Why, sir? She has to hold it out. She ain't hearing it. You doing it. This is the truth. He says if you have to forsake them, because you're not gonna backbend. What I'm trying to tell you is you're not gonna backbend just because your wife's saying, "Nah, I'm not doing that." If you do that, I'm leaving. Nah, in the house, Christmas tree's going up. You're like, no, Christmas tree's not going up. We're keeping the laws of God. No, Christmas tree's going up. What are you gonna do? And you've got to forsake these things. Then you got your children. Your children, they're doing wickedly. Oh no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pamper to his needs, even though he's wicked as hell. No, you have to make a stand at some point. In the world, yeah, you're trying to keep him out of prison, trying to do this, do that. He's still being wicked. You're gonna carry on still supporting him. No, there has to be a cut-off point. That's what he's saying, for sake of wife or children. Because if the choice comes between your child and the Most High, you have to choose what? The Most High. Why? Because the Most High gave you your child. The Most High gave you your wife. The Most High gave you your job. The Most High gave you your family. List goes on. He gave you your yard. Then you're going to choose the yard over him. Don't that makes any sense? Keep reading.
Or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold.
So, if you lose these things in the kingdom, you're going to get 100-fold. You're going to get 100-fold if you lose these things in the kingdom. I mean, if you lose these things in this world, in the kingdom, you're going to get 100-fold. And then you're also going to get what? Keep reading.
And shall inherit everlasting life.
And also, you're going to inherit everlasting life. So don't feel pressured when your family members are saying to you, come Christmas dinner, why ain't you here? Oh, I'm unhappy. At some point, you need to make a stand. All right, Shalom, brother. Bye. You had a precept. Render. I'm gone now. You had a precept. All right, and so let's get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Ecclesiastes in the Bible 8 and 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
well,
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
so they're doing some wicked, evil feast day, or they're doing some wicked, evil acts. We're thinking, oh, how come it's not? How come I'm not getting struck down for it? How come I'm not getting struck down for it? Keep reading.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah. Go on, keep going.
12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him.
So he's trying to show you here that people might think that all because someone's doing an evil work, why is he getting punished speedily? They're gonna get their comeuppance. Another Christmas day's come along, another Christmas meal, another fat turkey's come along, and they're not getting no punishments. But there's gonna come. Just watch your situation. That's what you need to do, is watch your situation. Okay? They're trying to get you to sin. You don't do that. You read what the scripture tells you to do. You stay away from these things. Right? Now let's get Hebrews 10 and 35, please.
Yeah? Well, Hebrews 10 verse 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward.
So don't be unconfident. Don't doubt, basically, that you're not going to get your reward. Don't doubt it. Your reward is coming. It's what? Is it a sprint or is it endurance? It's endurance. Okay, keep going.
For ye have not need of patience, that after ye have done the
Read
will
that again.
of
Read that again.
36. For ye have need of patience,
Yep.
that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
So you have need of patience. You have to be patient in this truth. You have to be patient. Holy corner. Hold it. Hold up 1 second. Hold up 1 second. So like yeah. So read verse 36 again.
For ye have need of patience.
So you need patience in this truth. You can't just one thing lick you down and all of a sudden you're gone. You have to hold. You have to be shod in this truth. That means you're firm. Feet must be firm, shod in this truth. You can't have one thing offend you and all of a sudden you're gone clear. Things are going to happen. As it says in the scriptures, offenses must come.
Like endurance, like you said earlier. Endurance, like you said.
Come. Endurance must come.
Must come.
It has
and
to.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be there. The patience has got to be there. Right? Keep reading that precept, that scripture.
Yeah, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
So that's how you're going to receive this promise. You're going to have to forsake family members. That doesn't mean you diss them. You just diss them on Christmas. That doesn't mean you all of a sudden you gone clear, you in some crazy cult, and all of a sudden you don't see anybody ever. No, you have to shine your light. And how do you shine your light? You got to shine your light on something. So be around. But then when Christmas comes, you're gone. New Year's meal, gone. Birthday, not there. Halloween, not there. Easter, not there. Outside of that, you're there. You can show them ones and twos. But there has to be some level of patience in this truth. You're going to have to go through certain things. Now let's get Matthew 10 and 40. Because you love your brother so much. You love your sister so much. You know, you love your children so much. You're thinking, yeah, he'll get it, he'll get it. I started to learn very quickly. No. I don't ever anymore, and it's been for a minute now, get frustrated when someone's not understanding what I'm bringing forth to them. Because sometimes you have to click and understand that it might. Actually, I'm jumping the gun. Read the precept.
Yeah, Matthew 10 and 40. He that receiveth you, receiveth me.
So, what that's showing you there is, he that receiveth you will receive Christ. So what happens if it's the opposite? Is there any more on that?
Yeah, and he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me.
So, if you're bringing a truth to someone and they're not getting it, don't get frustrated. Just allow it. Seriously, just allow it. Your only job is to show them. And if they get it, all praises. If they don't get it, your job, your responsibility is not to get frustrated. That's not your role. You're now acting outside of your role. You should never get frustrated with your family members for not receiving it. Do you know why? Because you probably had 30 years in this world doing a whole lot of bag of foolishness, and all because you woke up after 30, 35 years, 40 years, and all of a sudden they've got to wake up in 40 minutes. How does that work? You had 40 years, they get 40 minutes. Or 10 minutes, 10-minute breakdown. 10-minute breakdown, boom, we got it. And you had 40 years. Nah. You had 40 years, you give them the same patience. It's not your role to get frustrated with family members that don't get it. Your only role is to plant the seed, keep it moving. The most I will, you plant the seed, the Most High will make it grow. Right?
41.
Is
We
there
do
any more on
41. No, that one's done, but 41, you want me to do 41?
that? No.
No, okay.
No. So he that receiveth you receiveth me. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Now let's get Luke 9 and 5, please. Luke chapter 9, verse 5, please.
Luke 9 and 5.
And this is just how we need to operate around our family members during this time and throughout the year, but especially this time because the Christmas spirit is very, very strong. Very, very strong, brothers and sisters. And I want you guys to have the tools to be able to deal with these things. Write these precepts down, so you're not having a lyric battle, a freestyle battle with your family members, because they're going to pull out a whole load of ghetto knowledge on you, some ghetto scholarship. They're going to pull it all out on you. Christ was a white man. King James was homosexual. That's a white man's book. All sorts. I don't believe in all that. Okay. Let's read that then. Verse 9.
Luke,
Chapter 9. Sorry. Luke 9, verse 5.
Yeah, Luke 9, verse 5. And whosoever will not receive you when ye go out of that city,
Yep.
shake off the very dust from your feet for a testimony against them.
All right, so read that again.
Luke 9 and 5. And whosoever will not receive you.
So whosoever won't hear this, what you're bringing out to them, you're planting the seed, you're letting them know the truth, let them know, boom, you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, because that's your only job. Just tell them you're not supposed to do it. Once you told them, why it ain't on you now? Go on.
When ye go out of that city, shake up the very dust from your feet for a testimony against them.
That's all you can do. Shake off the dust of your feet and keep it moving. If it ain't his to hear, it ain't his to hear. You know, sometimes we're at camp and even when we was with the captain and just watching is learning. Sometimes he'll say, I go, nah, it's not even for him, you know. Well, not even for him, it's for him over here. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we're talking to someone and they're scoffing or they're coming against it, and you start to realize, this isn't for him. It's for the guy next to him who's actually hearing it, who took down a number, who took the flyer. You have to recognize that quickly.
Mm.
You can use that guy as sparring to sharpen your sword, or as footage, or as a dialogue, or to at least tell him that he's doing the wrong thing. Tell him that he's in sin. Tell him that he's got to keep the law. Give him his ID. But once he starts going on a madness, once you've told him, there's no point getting into a frustration battle with him. There's no point. That's what the devil wants. Then cause confusion. Then you offend. Then the guy who's there trying to bring it out to actually taking it in walks off. That's how the thing works. Or if you bring it to someone that don't hear it, shake dust off your feet, all right? Let's get Mark 3 and 31, please. Mark chapter 3, verse 31.
Right. Mark 3, verse 31.
Right.
There came them, his brethren, and his mother, and standing without, sent unto him, calling him.
So his brother, Christ, his brother, mother, and brethren, yeah. They were calling him. Go on.
32. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee.
They're talking to Christ now, saying, your mom and your brothers are over there, They're looking for you. Go on.
33. And he answered them, saying, who is my mother or my brethren?
So he's saying, who's my mom and my brothers? Huh?
34. And he looked around about on them which sat about him, and said, behold, my mother and my brethren.
He's like, yo, it's my mother and my brother here. Here's my mother and brother right here. What he's trying to show you is, it's in the next verse. Read the next verse.
35. For
Huh?
whosoever shall do the will of God,
Whosoever does the will of God, go on.
The same is my brother and my sister and my mother.
And that's how we operate. Is we operate with people who do the will of the Father. That is who we operate around. We don't camp bash. We don't do no, you can't talk to them, unless they're not doing the will of the Father. That's our measuring stick. And then it's the same with your own parents, your own family, and your own friends. Is not to say you can't be a light unto them and there can't be areas as to which you can be around them. It's true, you can. But your job is to be a light unto them. But don't put yourself in sin by doing that. So your mother and your brethren and your family are those that are in the truth. Actually, could the reason being is because they're not going to suffer sin upon you. They're not going to have an issue with you. I'm not saying nothing. They can't according to the law. So that's your mother and your brethren and your father and all that. That's your family. You always have that olive branch out there for your family members to go, look, the truth's here. And if they're willing to accept, come on in, man. Welcome anytime. But you have to understand, this is what Christ is saying. See me, brother, and my mother here. Right? Next precept, we're going to Ezekiel 3 and 17, please. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Yeah. All right, and if you get that for me then, so Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse
17.
Yes, please.
Ezekiel 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made three a watchman.
Read that again. Read that again.
Ezekiel 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So he's made us a watchman unto the house of Israel. Yeah, keep going.
Therefore hear the word of my mouth, and give them warning from me.
So hear the word of my mouth. So listen to the Most High's words, and give the house of Israel warning from God. Our job is to warn them. Yeah, that's our job. That's all we can do, is warn them. We don't have a temple. We don't have jurisdiction. We don't have judges and priests who can execute the law. All we can do is warn them. This is their grace period to get it right. The licks are coming, but we just got to warn them. Why? Next verse.
18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning.
So when the Most High is saying, this is wickedness, these guys are going to die, and you don't warn them, what's going to happen? One.
Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways.
So you don't
his wicked
even
ways,
warn the wicked from his wicked ways. Go on.
to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
So that same wicked man's gonna die in iniquity. You know, he's gonna get what he's supposed to get. But read.
But his blood will I require of thine hand.
So he's gonna require his blood's gonna require your hand. You're gonna be responsible for the blood of that person because you didn't warn them. Your job is to warn them. Not to get into a preset battle, not to get into strife and contention. Just warn them. No, you can't. That's against the law. Don't eat that bacon sandwich. Against the law. You're not supposed to eat that. Right? Keep going.
19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from the wickedness,
So if you've warned him and told him, go on.
Nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
So once you've told him and he stops, then ye shall save that soul, or that blood won't be on your hands. That's all you can do, Israel. Okay? That's all you can do. Is warn him and tell him or tell her. After that, it's on them. Same with your family members. What you can do is warn them. And don't think you can go to the Christmas dinner and be telling them about Israelite this and Israelite that, Kwam Yasha Alarin, or you popping poppers and blowing horn and turkey leg. I want the wing piece, I want the leg piece. No. It's not gonna work. It's just gonna the message is gonna go over their head. He's gonna be slopping down the turkey with the gravy and the cranberry sauce. And sitting back and go, so ask you a question about Israelite stuff. And he's just gonna start mocking you. He's just gonna start mocking you. You're gonna get peed off. It's just not gonna work. You're gonna look as a laughing stock, right? Get me Matthew 22 and 14. Matthew 22 and 14.
But Matthew 22 verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen.
We have to accept that even though we love them, there's a high chance they were not chosen. There might not be a thorn in your way. There might not be a adder in the path on your journey. But at the same time, they might not be chosen. Right? Get me John 10 and 27. Because all you can do is plant the seed. Be prepared to go through tribulation. Be prepared to suffer. Because the only way you can get in is by passing some kind of test. It can't be easy. You have to go through something. You get one little offense and your run gone clear. You get one little offense, and you're done. You're done with this now. You can't take no more. The problem is you have certain fruits of the spirit that you need to achieve. How do you achieve those things? By having to suffer these things when the time comes. Read that for me.
John 10 verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
Read that again.
My sheep hear my voice.
My sheep hear my voice. That's it. You bring it to them. You know who the sheep are because they're listening. You know who it was given to because they're hearing it.
And I know them and follow me.
Yeah. Christ knows them and they'll follow him. Let's get Mark 4 and 16.
Mark 4 verse 16. And these are they likewise, which are sown on stony ground.
So these are they likewise are on stony ground. Can you plant on stony ground? It probably will grow out first, you know. Probably will grow out first. Go on, keep reading.
Who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness.
So they've received it, you know. You know, sometimes when they come into the truth, it's full of beans. Yeah, they want a sprint race. Like, yes, come on, you're ready to go. Go quick. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It doesn't work that way. Keep reading. Verse 17th verse.
17, yes, look. And have no root in themselves, and so endure, but for a time afterwards, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
So they're in the truth. The plant is a little root. One little affliction comes, a little bit of suffering comes, and they're out. Yeah. The excitement wears off. You'll see on a regular basis. The excitement wears off.
They never truly had the faith.
Never. And I'm a firm believer. Firm believer. And it's harsh. But if anyone drops out of this truth, they never had the faith in the first place.
Never.
Not to say the Most High weren't using them for something. The Most High can use the devil for something. The Most High can use the wicked for something. So we're not saying that they can't be used by the Most High for good or bad works. But regarding those people, if you fall off this truth, you fall all the way out. Oh, this ain't for me. This is not for me. This is not for me. You weren't in the first place.
Yeah.
All what you had was just gas in it, right? And that's why I say to people all the time, when you come into this truth, what should I prepare for? Here's what you should prepare for: being offended. What do I see people drop out of the truth for the most? What do people see people fall away from some kind of setting the most? Offenses. Offenses that could be fixed. Offenses that could be dealt with. That's what I see the most. All right, and let's get Romans 8 and 38, please. Romans chapter 8, verse 38.
Romans 8, verse 38.
Yep.
Yeah. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come.
Yeah, keep reading.
39. Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creatures shall be able to separate us from the love of God, the Most High, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord.
None of these things should be able to separate us. None of these things. No afflictions, no offenses, family members, this, that. None of it should be able to separate you from your God. None of it should be able to. I should be seeing you in 10 years' time, whether you're around me or not, and you're still keeping law, statutes, and commandments. Still. That's what it should be. Anyone knew me 10 years ago, see me now, oh, no, you're still doing it, you're still on that. Yes, I'm still on that.
It's like the same thing you were saying earlier, my brethren. Endurance.
Endurance, man.
Endurance, fam.
Endurance, man. And be prepared to be offended.
Yeah.
Be
Can't.
prepared. It's going to come. You're going to be offended. You have to hold it.
Mm.
Yeah. None of these things should separate you from your God. Yeah. Let's get John 6 and 44. Then I've got a few more precepts. John 6, verse 44.
Right. John 6, verse 44. No man can come to me except the Father, which hath sent me, draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Okay, so when you bring in the truth to your friends and your family members, your mom, your dad, whoever, you're gonna have to be professional. So another thing I teach is that you in this truth, you gotta be professional. You go to work to tell you what to wear, you wear it. To tell you what to do, you do it. You be professional in it. Same thing is true. You gotta be professional. And professionally, you have to be prepared for the fact that the Most High probably hasn't called them if they don't get it. They can't come except they've been called. You can tell them all, and they'll give you the eyebrows. Yeah, eyebrows raised. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me a number then. Give me a number. They'll take your number. They'll take a flyer. They'll take it. You don't see them. You don't see them. There's bare eyebrows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you just don't see them. Most of them hasn't called them. You're just to tell them. Keep yourself clean. Okay? And the best way in this truth is to be an example. The talking can only take you so far. Israel are hard-headed, can't hear. This is why you had the word Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy means second law. Because we can't hear Leviticus, we couldn't hear Exodus, couldn't hear Numbers, you have to say it again. So you'll see in Deuteronomy, a lot of the laws are repeated, but Israel don't listen. Israel don't listen. So all you can do is tell them, in our situation, in the reality that we're in now, it's examples. Okay then, so let's get 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. Last couple of scriptures now. The last couple of scriptures. During this time, they're gonna say to you, "Oh no, it's just a meal. It's only a meal. Remember, it's also good for you. Chicken's quite lean." Yeah, but it's the message. It's the bowing down. You know, it's been that turkey has been definitely been prayed in to Satan. Definitely that turkey's holding some Satan seasoning. Definitely. Just can't do it. Right? Read that for me.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 10, verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
And what are our people doing? These are Gentile customs that we're dealing with. We didn't do this. We didn't do this we didn't do this in Egypt, let alone in Israel. Well, keep reading.
And not to, I'll read it again. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God, the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
We should not have no fellowship with devils. None. So, whilst they're taking part in this pagan festival, we're not to take part. We're not to be dealing with them. Remove yourself. Don't eat at that table. Keep going.
21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of the devil.
Oh, don't worry. It's just turkey. Don't worry. It's clean. Oh, it's all right. Yeah, don't worry. It's just food. It's just food. You can't drink from the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You can't do both. You have to pick one. Be hot or cold.
Yeah.
Be lukewarm. You're gonna get spat out. You'll be able to be cold. Then just mixing it up. Keep going.
Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
You can't be part of the Lord's table and the table of devils. You can't be eating no Christmas dinner.
It's like worshiping two. You're worshiping two gods, ain't you?
You're worshiping two gods. You can't be popping no Christmas crackers. You can't be blowing no Christmas toots. You can't be doing none of that.
None of that. God.
No pigs in blankets.
That's that.
No Christmas pudding. You know what I mean? They're counting how many sprouts you can eat in it. Like, nah, the turkey gravy. No. Oh, don't worry, it's not Christmas day after. No. No. You go wait until next year. Go wait until April, March or something. Go buy yourself a turkey. Eat that. Wait outside of the time if you want to eat turkey. You don't sit down at this devilish table and be yamming with them or partakers anyway. No. I go in hide up. To them, I go in hiding. I'm gone. Don't call me. You know what? I'm not going to argue with you. And there is a reason why I'm not going to argue with you, because I know once you got a belly full of turkey and gravy, you're just going to go into mocking season.
Some strong spirit.
You're going to drink some cherry brandy. You're going to drink some cherry brandy, some cherry bee. You're going to drink some cherry bee and go, yo, so about this Israelite stuff then. I don't believe it. Long. He's there sitting back. He's there sitting back, his belly boss. He had to pop his shirt a couple of times. Yeah? Digesting turkey. And he's telling you about, so what about this?
But we losing up the trousers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Loosen up the trousers and try and ask me about some Israelite stuff. Nah, son. Don't put yourself in that situation.
No, sir.
It ain't gonna make any sense, right? What preset do you have, son? 32 and 4. Get that Sirach 32 and 4. So I'm gonna go into your pocket for now.
Right, Sirach, that's Ecclesiasticus.
Yep.
32 verse 4.
Yep.
Pour not out words where there is a musician.
So you know, so you know when you go to a dance. So this is what I know. I tell people, going to a nightclub and music's blasting. You can't tell me you're being a light there, because you're not even supposed to be bringing out truth where music's being blasted. It's not going to work. It's not wisdom. So music's blasting. Don't pour out no words. You ain't gonna hear nothing. He wants to have a dance. Go on.
There is musician and show not forth wisdom out of time.
It's not gonna. There's no time for it. Go on.
5. A concert of music in a banquet of wine is a signet of carbuncle.
Yeah.
Set in gold.
Keep going.
6. As a signet of emerald set in work of gold, so is the melody of music with pleasant wine. So
during this time, people are looking to chill and do their thing, have a good time. They don't be hearing you telling them about the truth. It's just not the time for it. Right? Keep going.
7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked.
Yeah, keep going.
8. Let thy speech be short,
You let your speech be short, one.
comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue.
All right, stop there. So basically, what I'm trying to show, what they're trying to show you here, it is not wisdom to be bringing out the truth during music playing loud and during banquets. Let your speech be short. It's no time. You think you can go there? I'm gonna be a light unto them. This is the time when all my family are there in one, and I'm gonna tell them all that they're Israel. No, it's not gonna work. They're gonna, as we just told you earlier, the belly's gonna be boss, full of turkey digesting, and they're just gonna just be mocking you. And also, I've been working all year round. I get a week off. I'm not gonna be sitting there listening to that. I'm putting the football on. Or I'm putting EastEnders on. I'm at mum's. I'm putting EastEnders on. I ain't hearing that crap. I ain't hearing it. I'll come here, have a good time with my family, eat some turkey, and get in the Christmas spirit. Why am I listening to this crap? That's what you're gonna get. So use wisdom, Israel. Get 1 Corinthians 5 and 11. Last two scriptures. First Corinthians 5
First Corinthians 5 verse 11.
Go on.
But now I have written unto you not to keep company if any man that is called a brother by a fornicator, or
Yeah, so you don't be keeping go on, keep going.
or a covetous,
Or covetous, yeah.
or covetous, silak, or an idolater,
Yeah, or extortioner or idolater, yeah. So
yeah,
obviously
or,
this Christmas period is strong idol worship. Keep going.
or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such an one not silak, with such an one no not to eat.
So with those people, you don't eat, don't sit down and be eating at an idolatrous time. They've all bowed to the tree, got their presents, and now they're about to eat and feast to Satan. That's not the time that you come together with them. It's not the time. That's the time you left them to it. You don't want to hear it, you leave them to it. All right? Let's get Amos 5 and 21. Amos 5 and 21.
Right, Amos 5 verse 21.
Hmm.
I hate, I despise your feast days,
So
and
also hates them feast days. Go on.
I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Yep. Keep going.
22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will
Moses not accepting none of these Christmas turkeys with pigs in blankets, with a Christmas turkey with bacon on it for extra flavour. He's not accepting all that. Keep going.
22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offering of your fat beasts.
Yeah, keep going.
23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs,
So,
for I will not.
so when the usual Christmas songs, everyone knows them. I'm not even gonna start singing them. But when you hear their songs, Mariah Carey singing her usual Christmas songs that she makes squillions from, and then you got the white boy, what's his name, Nobby Styles, screaming down the mic. You got all these Christmas songs. He doesn't like them. And is there any more on that?
Yeah, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols.
Yeah, so you're not gonna hear. He doesn't want to hear your Christmas songs. Okay. Well, and so last scripture, I'm gonna get those people probably seen this a million times, but Jeremiah 10:3. Oh, Jeremiah 10:3.
Jeremiah 10 verse 3.
Huh?
For the customs of people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
So this is the Christmas tree. Go on, keep going.
4. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammer, that it move not.
So that's the Christmas tree. There's to hammer it down to keep it still. You ain't got the stand that you pull out now made out of plastic. This is an actual tree. Keep going.
5. They are upright, and the palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them.
So don't be afraid of them. Keep going.
For they cannot do evil, neither also it is in them to do good.
Yeah. So it's just to show you here that that's a pagan and vain custom that they do. That we're not to take part in, not take part in any vanities, any of their things. And with your family members, you be a light outside of their pagan days. Your friends also. Don't compromise yourself. Don't trim your ways to seek love. Don't think, oh, don't worry, it's just a turkey. You need to be firm in this truth. And you keep the laws with all your heart and all your soul. You do everything you can. All right? Does anybody have any questions or any comments? Wifey, you've unmuted, you know.
The order for the class, and the sisters that missed it apologize, as they had to attend to some stuff.
They're going off. They're going off. They're going off. They're going off. I'm gonna rebuke them later. But yeah, don't worry. The class is recorded as well. But yeah, so as I said, as long as everyone understood on how to deal with their family members, and how to deal with friends during this time, especially. All right, and I hope everyone has got some edification. No one's got any questions, but I hope everyone's got edification. The new sister in the group as well, Shalom sis. I hope you got some edification there. This is
yeah. To answer for the lesson, yeah, I did get some edification, and I also think it's good to continuously remind yourself about these things as well, you know, because you can think you've learned it once, but no, it's good to you know, keep on top of it and keep reminding yourself, because if you don't remind yourself, you might find yourself slipping, you know. So.
Con.
That's true. That is true. So that's why we have to remember to rehearse the righteous acts. We have to remember everything is repetition. Like I was taught by my elders, you have to repeat yourself. Even though you think you need, let's say there's 52 weeks in a year, argument's sake, I don't necessarily need 52 lessons. I probably need 25 and put a couple of them on repeat, because people need to hear the same things again and again and again to reassure you, because you could be under pressure. Your mom could call you and go, yo, come true. Shall I do it? Shall I? And then a couple of priests, even I read a couple of ones, like, boom. Yeah, I remember this one. Don't sit at the table with devils.
Yeah, it comes back to you, because you must remember you've got a subconscious as well, you know. Sometimes it gets put into the side of your consciousness, and then when it comes back out in the Bible again, it reflects. You say, yeah, oh yeah, and then everything's oh yeah. It's like jumping in a car and driving a car every day. You understand me? You're relearning yourself all the time. It's like you're putting it in yourself, in your own heart. But when the Most High put it in our heart, that's going to be permanent. You're going to have a permanent memory of it. But we've got to do this ourselves. Keep on reminding yourself, do your own memorizing of things, innit?
Yeah, and you have to keep reminding yourself, because things can slip.
Yeah.
Family members can say to you, but it's not on the birthday. We're just having a meal, just eating dinner.
Yeah.
And then they're not gonna tell you. You go eat dinner. The next thing you know, all you hear is "Happy birthday" to, and you're like, wait. You see, it's just a food. Oh no, it's just a cake. It's just a cake. Bro, it's not gonna work. Just say no. Remind yourself, it's not gonna work.
Well, brother, that's why we take notes. And that's why you walk with your book or you walk with your phone in case of a draw it, and you can, because you've taken notes, you can go back to your notes and come with a correction, and your notes going to link up with the Bible as well at the same time.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And that's another thing that we try to reinstall as well is that don't get frustrated with your family members.
Yeah.
Don't get frustrated with them. The time that they're going to come in is their time.
Yeah. But you know, brother, that's been the experience too, you know, because when I first come into the truth, you know, I was throwing bombs, rocks, bricks. I was throwing everything after my family. And then after a while, you learn to calm down, because they're not going to accept it. If they're going to accept it, they'll accept it in their own time. Yeah. So you learn to be more conscious, and you learn to be more calm as well within yourself.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
When you get that new spirit on your brethren, you just think, wow. That's what he's saying. Wow. You understand me?
Yeah.
And you want all your family, you want to save everybody.
You do.
But it's not going to be like that.
You do, because you're not arguing with them because you want to just be contentious. You argue. You're actually arguing with them because you love your mom so much. You love your dad so much. You love your brother. You want them to make it, but it's just not their time.
Yeah. So true, brother.
Man. You're so frustrated, so frustrated. Like, this mom, I know you can understand this. We grew up together, but they might not have been chosen, or they might not have been chosen then.
They're not learning. I'm going to my mother the other day, and she had the tree up, and I see so much presents underneath it, and I was just shaking my head, but I just couldn't say nothing, because it's just going to fly through one ear and come out the other.
That's it.
I've been saying it for years, and they're doing what they're doing, Bridget.
That's it. I got to a point where, you know something, you don't want to hear truth, I'm not going to talk it.
Yeah.
I'll do lessons. I'm at camp. I'll do all I can in my household.
Yeah.
So, and I could do more in my own house. So why am I going to go to you and cast those amongst swine?
Yeah.
You can only tell them how many times. After that, you have to go, all right, you know something. Make it come through passing conversation. Oh, where are you going today? Oh, I'm going Passover.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that on your t-shirt? Oh, it's fringes.
Yeah.
And then that might spark something. After that, you leave it.
Yeah, well, don't forget, one of the sayings my mother used to say to me, you know, she used to say, right, you can take a donkey to water, but you can't make the donkey drink the water. The donkey would only drink it if he wants to, no matter what you do with him. You know what I mean? So it's like bringing out the word is like the same thing. They'll either accept it or take it in or not.
Or not.
But you can't force them to do it because they won't do it.
You can't force them, and that's it.
You can't force them, Richard.
But yeah, so all right, and so we're gonna wrap things up then. I hope everyone got some edification, and this is the usual format. So morning class. Try and get it even earlier at some point. Eventually, gonna be even earlier. But for now, midday is good. We're gonna now head down to camp. Get ready to head down to camp, and we're gonna be doing rebuking Santa Claus. The guy in the red's gonna get a good kick. But yeah, so we're gonna get down there, put in the work, put our brick in, and warn the people. And get down there, have a good time at camp. And those who can make it, I hope to see you there. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful Shabbat. And most I will, I'll see you again. We've got a midweek class coming up. We've got Sabbath class coming up, so we'll see you again. Okay, so yeah, Shabbat Shalom to everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
All down there. So, Shaq, see you at camp, right?
Yeah, all right, bro.
Yeah, man. Shalom, family, and you guys all take care, right?
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.